Today's the Feast of Pentecost, when the Holy Spirit came upon the disciples of Jesus. Our gospel describes the coming of the Holy Spirit not at Pentecost, but Easter Sunday. The disciples of Jesus are locked in the upper room in Jerusalem in fear. And Jesus, risen from the dead, comes and breathes on them, receive the Holy Spirit. And the Spirit brings them not only forgiveness and peace, but they leave that room and go out into the world that they were afraid of. The Spirit is with them. I think a lot of us today are like those disciples in the upper room. We're afraid of the world we live in. We may think our world is unmanageable. We're closing our doors and shutting the windows. We're afraid. We're distancing ourselves from the world around us. The Feast of Pentecost celebrates the coming of the Holy Spirit, whom Jesus promised not just to his disciples, but to the whole world. The Spirit not only helps us as individuals, the Spirit's sent to our world. Come, Holy Spirit, renew the face of the earth. Now, we know the Holy Spirit differently than we know Jesus Christ. Jesus is God come to us in human flesh. He's like us. He's born a child. He lives a human life. He reacts to events and peoples around him. He speaks human words. He suffers and dies and rises. Now, however distant our time is from his, we see and hear him as human like ourselves. But it's much more difficult to describe the Holy Spirit, isn't it? The scriptures use symbolic words describing the third person of the Trinity. Our gospel today describes the Spirit as the breath of Jesus Christ. He breathes on his disciples and gave them the Holy Spirit. And he promises that the Holy Spirit will remain with them to complete his work on earth and bring them the fullness of grace. Our first readings today describe the Spirit as a driving wind, tongues of empowering fire, resting on that world that's out there and giving it wisdom, new words, to reach out to the whole world and act bravely, not fearfully. The Holy Spirit is described in the New Testament in a number of ways. The Spirit is a dove who rests on Jesus when he's baptized in the Jordan by John. Now, I myself find that particularly attractive, that image, the image of a dove. There's a bird feeder outside where I live that attracts a lot of house sparrows, and there's a few doves that are regular visitors. I notice when a cat comes or a hawk flies over, the sparrows disappear immediately. But the doves are the last to go, and they're the first to come back to the feeder. Now, are they simple? Well, you could also say they're fearless. They're not afraid of their enemies. Now, think about the story of Noah in the ark. Noah wonders if the flood waters are gone, so what does he do? He sends out a dove who returns with a twig from an olive plant. There's life there. You can get out of the ark. The dove is not afraid of the floodwaters or the dangerous places. The dove, the Holy Spirit, leads Jesus into the desert, the realm of Satan, after his baptism. The Spirit isn't afraid of the chaos of our world or the evil of our world, but he creates again. And the Holy Spirit is given to us. We don't have to be afraid.